Moving toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Well.
Again, it's Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Bengals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
11 mighty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
12. 11 MT. 11. 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 24. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Mixon will try the right side. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here we go, here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw here. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal. They'll try to run with Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
But in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 empty.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defense.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Running the counter, Patterson. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Ready up.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Give to Patterson, running to the right. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, they'll throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 39 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson on for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ultra. 10 cycle.
A right side run with Patterson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now. Shot, 17. Check, smash. Next red. Black block. Yellow, line. Check white. Set.
Here we go on 4th down. Room here to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Gun.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 2, ready?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
12.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11. 12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
11 MT paint. 11 mighty. 12. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 1, ready?
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Burrow will throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. That would have been big. Would have broke our tie here in the fourth, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And they work so hard. All practice sessions, always working out, even in pregame, trying to get your feet down in bounds. Unable to get that done on that play.
11 empty, 11 empty.
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown! T. Higgins from 21 yards away. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for... Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception. And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 empty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Able to find Patterson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's got room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Patterson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Staying on his feet. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Well, they came so close, Charles, they were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
It doesn't feel like it just